In this video, I'll be showing you guys how to remove the, or at least rekey these locks. Okay, so on the 98 Integra, the ignition and driver door, or at least the doors were replaced at one point, the locks that is, so then this trunk lock doesn't match to the key. But anyways, so today I'm going to show you just a simple way to get this to match with your key, and it'll still function, as it'll still lock out if you stick in the wrong key. So we went ahead and removed it from the trunk. You're gonna need a flathead to split this out a little bit, and then you'll be able to pop that bar off, and then a 10mm socket there to remove the bolt that holds it in place, and then now we have it out. This is my first time doing it on this actual cylinder for the trunk. At least I've done it on other cylinders, such as like the doors for other cars. But it looks like to remove it, you're gonna have to pop off this cap here, which is it's just dimpled in to keep it in place. And then after that, we'll probably have to remove this clip, and then the lock should probably slide outwards through the front. So let's go ahead and give that a try. So I'm gonna probably just go in this opening right here with the flathead, try to pull that cap upwards. Got a little bit of it. Now I can probably get my flathead in here and just pry the rest of it open. Okay, there you go. Cap is off. Now, pop off this rear clip. You could probably get away with just sticking a flathead in there and pulling it out. Just be careful, it might shoot out once you get it loose. So it's probably good to be pointing it down on the table, just so it doesn't go flying around. Or if you want, just grab a towel, so when it does pop off, it doesn't bounce off your table. Okay. Now, one thing to note is the orientation of this. So then this bar is going to be sticking downwards with the bolt hole right there on your left. So just remember that when you're putting it back together, just so you don't accidentally put it upside down and have to fight with reassembling it twice. And then there you go. You pop the cylinder out. So how this works is that you have these tabs here, and then when you stick your key into it, if the height matches, it would be flat. And you can see that with my key, some of these are uneven. And then in here, you have that. See the little slot here? So then if the key matches with the lock, cylinder, it would stay flush, and then you'd be able to rotate it within this cylinder. So in our case, since these don't match up, I can see that there's probably like two that are too high, and maybe one on this side. But we'll stick the key in here, and then with the Dremel, we'll go ahead and just shave this down a little bit, or I'll probably do my belt sander. But we'll just shave these down a little bit so they're more even, and they'll rotate. And then just say if you stick a random key in here, it'll probably cause the height to be too tall. One thing you could also probably do is try to swap these tabs around. So then if you take the key out, let's see, we'll double check. So you can see that this one's low, this one's high. So there's springs in here too, but you could try to just pull out the high one and swap it with the low one. It's a little more work to do it this way, but actually, there you go. Just make sure you don't lose that spring in there too. So there's a high one, here's a low one. This is kind of like how if you were to get it rekeyed, you would have a bunch of these tabs with the proper height. So we'll swap those two, see how it looks. There you go, a little more even now. And then we'll go on this side. Let's see here, this one's low. And actually, let's see if it rotates. No, it doesn't rotate yet, so these two, yeah, let's say this one's high, this one on the bottom side's low. So I'll swap these two. Here, I'll pull this one out. Was that it? Let me double, yeah, I think this one was high. So we'll trade these. And now it's not going to always work for everyone with being able to swap these around, so keep in mind that you will probably have to shave it. I'm just trying to speed it up a little bit, and now you can see that it's a lot more even, but it might not be enough. Let's see. Yeah, so still not enough to turn it. Let's take a look here. I might be able to swap. Okay, so it has to be rear, it's pretty much be flush with this, and I don't have any more that's overly too low. So that's fine. We'll just take this to the belt sander and finish it off, but we did save a couple of them from having to get shaved extra. So this is what we're working with right now. You can see that there's just a couple that's slightly too high. So I'm just gonna run this on the belt sander real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back with the cylinders shaved down. A lot better looking. So here's with the key removed. You see everything pops up. Put the key in, even. And then we put it back into the cylinder here. I could turn it. And then we pull the key out. Those tabs will pop up. I'll put this in partially. Locks it in place. So that's pretty much it. And then we'll just reassemble it, put it back into the car, and give it a try. Okay, so here's the lock cylinder fully reassembled again. I pretty much to get this top cap, I sat this in my vise with the jaws just resting up against the sides here, and I just tapped it down with a rubber hammer. And then for the back, the spring's gonna come off, so then it's kind of hard to see, but to put the spring back in, you're gonna have a opening here. One of the spring tabs is gonna sit there, and the other one sits just down into this groove here. So you're gonna need tweezers or pliers to wrap that spring around to get the top one seated into place, but it's pretty much how it goes. And then you put this bar back in, or the tab, and then just how we had it on the downside, and then put that clip back in. So there you go. Now it's rekeyed. Like I showed you, it's not going to turn if you stick in a random key. And then when we get our key in here, see which way you turn it. There you go. Yeah, working key lock now. So yeah, go reinstall in the car, and that's it. And I just wanted to show you guys with the key lock reinstalled. There's the trunk. So it does turn clockwise, but yeah, that's all you need to do. Now you have a matching lock.